Hi everyone, today I want to show you how to adjust your inventory in MainSmart. There's a right way to do this and a wrong way to do this. The wrong way to do this is to go to your Configure Inventory screen and manipulating the data within this area. You can do this by selecting on the part and manually changing the quantity from, for example, 20 to 19, and then pressing save. I do not recommend doing this. Any changes that we've made on this screen will have no documentation attached to it. So there's no paper trail, there's no history. The right way, which I will be showing you, is to use the parts used screen. So I'm going to close this off, cancel, close, and I'll take you over to the parts usage screen. That's located in the top left corner. There are two ways to key in an entry in parts used. The very first way is to key it in manually. The second is to use the barcode scan capability. First, I'll show you how to key it in manually. We'll press New, and press the binoculars to pull up the search feature. To regular users of MainSmart, this screen looks fairly familiar. To new users, I'll give you a quick rundown. You can use the drop-down menus on the left-hand side here to filter your parts, or you can key in the part number or the description. They don't have to be an exact match, as whatever you key in, MainSmart will look through all the parts that you have available and match as best as possible. Now you'll notice that there are two sections to this screen. The top half is where your matches come up. The second are the parts that you've selected to use. To use a part, you can select it by double-clicking or by right-clicking on it and pressing Add Selected Items to Use List. In MainSmart, you can select more than one part for usage as long as you are under the same plant. If your multi-select does not work, make sure to double-check that you are under a current plant and those are the parts that you'll be using. You cannot use this multi-select feature if you're picking parts from two or more different plants. To make any quantity changes, what you can do is double-click on the quantity to use, and you can change this from 1 to 2, for example. Click somewhere else, and it'll update automatically. If by off chance you exceed the amount that is available, so we can see in inventory we have 4 of these. If you change that to 5 and click somewhere else, MainSmart will automatically adjust to the maximum amount of inventory that you have available. If you are sure that you want to use these, go ahead and press Use and fill in the rest of the required information. The quantity used is grayed out because we've already specified the quantity. Make sure you select your date. Make sure to select who used the item, why it's used. From here you can select your downtime, work order, your PM, or other for a general equipment list. To use a work order, a PM, or a downtime, just select on the box, select your downtime within this grid box or your work orders if you have it, press OK, and it'll automatically be used for that downtime. Select your cost center in your account and then press Save. If you scroll up in the grid box, you'll notice that the parts that we've used have automatically been saved. To make any edits, or if you want to delete any entries, go ahead and make a selection. Here you can edit the quantity used, or you can delete if you want to. The other way to use this screen and make an entry is to toggle the bar scanning capability option. You can find that in the bottom right corner here. And you'll notice that it changed to bar scanner input mode. From here you would scan the parts that you are using and your inventory will be automatically adjusted. If you want to set up your defaults and make the parts used entries quicker, You can find these under Options, Inventory Usage Defaults, here, Screen Defaults, and you can pick out defaults for each of the options here. For example, for Account, by default, we can select that it is always going to be a machine repair. Press OK, and the next time that you make an entry, the defaults will show up. So we'll refresh really quickly, press New, and you notice that the account automatically comes up for you. To set up the defaults for your barcode scan capability, go under Barcodes, Defaults, and you can make your selections here. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video and it's given you a thorough understanding of what you're able to see under parts used. There are other ways to automate parts usage within MainSmart under the work order and PM areas that will be covered in a separate video. Thank you very much.